Okay, now that the box is cleaned out, we're going to use half a bale of straw for a 4x8 box, and that just gets loosely placed in the bottom of this box, and it helps with drainage and will eventually compost. Pick it up. So just going to break everything up in there, make it nice and loose so that all the water can run through. And then we're going to take that cart to the garage and put the soil in it and continue to fill the box. I will help a little bit. So it's packed in pretty tight, so you want to loosen it up. And this will all start to compact together a little bit more and sink down. So even though it looks full now, it won't be full once the soil and the compost get on top. Okay, so the next step once the straw is in is to take the potting soil. We use Vigoro all-purpose potting soil. There's a ton of different ones. We've used different organic ones. We've tried a lot of them. This is the one that seems to work here in Oceanside in Southern California for us. First we'll lay down, we'll be using 10 bags of potting soil, 2 bags of compost mix, and a bag of steer manure. You can mix it up different ways. If you have horse manure, if you have your own compost, that all works too. This is the mix that we use and has worked very successfully for the rest of our boxes. So we'll start by putting in the potting mix. Then we'll mix in a bag of the compost. Then we'll put more potting mix on top of that. Then we'll mix in the steer manure, and then we'll mix in potting mix, and then we'll put compost on the top. I'll demonstrate all that in a minute. Okay, so this is going to be our first layer of soil going in, and there's going to be 14 bags altogether. So just lay it straight on top. So you can start to see that it's already sinking down under the weight of the potting soil, and it's going to continue to do so. So we just spread that out all along the edges, mixing it in real good with the straw. Yes, very nice. So we break this up, spread it around. Make sure there aren't any large chunks in it. I suggest getting your boyfriend to do this while you film. Or your husband. Doesn't matter. There, so now we're ready for a bag of compost. So after the first 9 bags, then we put in our compost towards the top 6 inches of the bed. Compost is a lot richer, darker than the potting soil. You can see the difference there. So again, spread around, mixing in with potting soil. Beautiful. Smells great too. Okay. So when you have all your soil mixed in, and then we go for our bag of steer manure. So steer manure gets mixed in. Yes, such a hard worker. Alright, so as you can see, you've got probably about a 4-inch gap, what seems like a 4-inch gap from the top, but once the rest of this goes in and it's watered, it's going to sink down like the other beds. As you can see over time, what happens. Okay. So, the last step, let's put the rest of the potting soil on top of the compost and the steer manure, and all that will get mixed in really well. And then we'll start our transplanting.